Hello, citizens. I'm naasydnia, and welcome to my YouTube channel. It's so good to see you. Okay, I just finished week 3 of distance learning, and I'm feeling very successful for that. I'm just so happy for it to be over. It was like a whole week of Mondays. It was horrible. I'm stressing a little because the technology is not solid all the time. So, people get kicked out of the Zoom and then they pop back in and out, and then you're teaching. So you gotta kind of have a handle on that. If I need assessments from my instructional assistant, because I'm a special ed teacher, I need to put her in a breakout room, but I need her to come back, and then I'm supposed to check on them. So I pop in to check on them. A parent panics, sending me notifications to unmute myself, and then she starts freaking out in Spanish. So I close the breakout room. My instructional assistant returns and explains to her in Spanish that I was in a breakout room and I have to check on them, and not to panic, I will come back. After, my instructional assistant was just shocked, and she says, "The kids were fine. They just sat there and they waited because they knew you would come back." Yes, they did. Because they know I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back. I never leave them. But the parent is the one who panics and sent me an unmute notification, which I had for something else as well. Like I have to keep explaining over and over instructions a lot of time every day, because parents are there with him, but not to the children. It's for the parents. The sound is messed up. Understand, I'm going to turn off the computer. I'm going to log off. I'm going to leave the Zoom. I'm going to shut my computer down. I'm going to reboot it all up, and then I'm going to open the Zoom, and then you can come again. Please come back. And so I'll wait a couple seconds, because I know some other people are straggling in late too. And the complaint I've gotten is that I'm not in class, but I'm in class. I actually open class a few minutes early every day for every session, and then I let them in early. But I got complaints. I'm not in class. I'm not running the session. But those are the people who don't come to class. Issues with attendance, issues with blaming the teacher for everything. No, we were going to class. We're going to be there, but we couldn't go because you didn't give us the link. The link's on the front page of most teachers' Google Classroom. It's a button or a literal live link. You just touch and go to Google. We also write out the class number and the password so that you can get to where you need to go. We try to make it as simple as possible. If something seems difficult, we will often redo it so that you can get there and use it much better. But it just seems still at this point, it's still like a blame the teacher thing. It's the teacher's fault I didn't go to class. It's the teacher's fault I'm not doing my homework. And then I explained to a parent, we do most 95% of the work in class. If your student came to class, or your child came to class, they wouldn't have so much homework, because I actually do it with them. And then we actually turn it in right after we complete it. I'm concerned because the workload increases, as you know, the further we get along in the school year. So we started soft, because that's what we do, because we know everyone's not there and they're not showing up the first week. It's a short week, 3 days. The next week, we add a little bit more. By the 3rd week, we're adding our programs in for math and language arts that you need to interface with on the computer. We're grading things, we're returning them. And I had to say, and I apologize, but please don't resubmit your work. It's a one and done grade policy. And I apologize, I don't do it to be me, but there's only me grading. And with the volume of work they have, we've done most of it in class. If it's all wrong, it shouldn't be all wrong if I did it with you. I have to set boundaries, because remember, that's part of my self-care. I have to say when something is too much. When I have taken the time to explain it several times and I've given extra time, I can't continue to allow people to breach those boundaries. I explained that I will give you 1 week past the due date to turn in any missed work, and then I won't grade it and I won't accept it. And so I think that's more than fair. So I can go back to week 1 and grade it now and send it back to you. I can go back to week 2 and grade it and send it back to you. So I'm waiting a week purposefully on everyone's work so that they have time to get it done and turn it in. Plus, I do most of the work with them in class. We review everything on the computer that is assigned. when we do a lesson, but it's up to me, it's up to the teacher if I record the lessons and I post them for you to watch and view later. I've been thinking about that because it's extra work. I have to do it separately because I can't have their faces on the video when I'm recording. So you could screen share and not have their faces on the video. It's hard because if I need to pause, I just went in a breakout room and the parent freaked out. If I need to pause and set up my machine to record, my computer to record the lesson, even if I explain that, someone might pop in the middle of the lesson and disrupt that. So it is extra for me to run the lesson and record it and then check sound and all that and then teach it again and then keep telling you where it is because you're going to keep telling me you don't know what to do. And then I'll give extra time in class so they can ask me, how do you do this math? Even though I went over the lesson, I reviewed the lesson, and we're doing skills from that lesson during the week so they can get extra practice because they need that as special ed students. A lot of them are not a great level, or most of them are not a great level for language arts or math. So I have to do a lot of help. So I have to do a lot of scaffolding for them so they can understand the concept and breaking it down into manageable pieces so they can comprehend what they're doing. So division is not straight division. Division takes a very long time when we get to that in third grade. Multiplication takes a very long time. Fractions take a very long time when we get to that in third grade because those concepts are difficult concepts. They're difficult for adults, so just imagine. So I'm reteaching a lot, but it doesn't seem to be the students, it's the parents I'm reteaching a lot. And I'm concerned. I don't know if I have the stamina to keep doing that, No, please. Please, no. No, please. Please stop asking questions. And I felt bad. I thought maybe I might get in trouble during the week because I had a parent who I hadn't seen. They pop in, they're watching during my live instruction. They keep unmuting to interrupt me, to correct me. Could you use a different pen to mark on there with the cami that the kids can see? Excuse me, can you do it? And so finally, after the third time, I'm sorry, but I need you to stop unmuting, please, and interrupting me during live instruction. It throws the students off in their chain of thought. No, please. Please, no. Stop interrupting. I didn't say no, please, no, stop interrupting. But I did say the other things I just said. Well, she got upset. She felt some type of way, so she logged off. She came back for the next session, but then I didn't see her anymore for the rest of the week. So it's hard for me, and then I get, they don't understand, they don't know what's going on. I didn't explain. Well, you weren't here. You weren't here. You don't read any of the material. So how could you possibly understand what's going on? How can you possibly get your child to explain or learn anything? And then when they're in a live, a lot of them answer. They're whispering. I can see them, the kids keep looking at them. It's like, I can see your kid looking at you for the answer. Please stop answering. I will help them. I'm gonna instruct them. They don't know. I'm gonna work through this with them. That's what I'm here for. Please allow me to do my job. I'm a highly trained professional. I've been doing this a long time. I know what I'm doing. And then I have parents asking me, are you sure that this is a special ed class? You know my child's in special ed. Yes, I know your child's in special ed. I have their IEP. Yes, I'm sure this is a special ed class. And I'm sure I'm a special ed teacher. But it's sad because for me, it's like, if you don't believe your child can do better and learn, how do you expect anyone else to believe in your child? And if I believe in your child and I tell you they can get this, they're very smart, do you really believe me? So it's one thing for me to advocate with other professionals for your child, but it's another thing for me to advocate with you for your child. I've had parents tell me that their kid can't learn. They can't learn. Nonsense. I assure you they can learn. They're going to learn a lot of things in this class. Well, no, Mrs. Coffee, my kid can't learn. I love when parents are like, what do we need to do? My child can. If you got my child's back, I got you. Whatever you need, let me know. What do you need us to practice? And I promise by the end, halfway through the first trimester. Oh my goodness, I can't believe all the things I know and they learned. They come home and tell me about it. They didn't know their alphabet, they know their alphabet. Now they know some sight words. Now they can read a lower lexile book. They know their upper and lowercase alphabet, they can write them. When they were just writing arcs when they came in, now they can actually write letters that you can distinguish. They can write their name. They couldn't spell their name, but now they can write their name. It's amazing to see what children can do. They're resilient, they're smart, they're resourceful. I just wish that people would give them more credit. Not me, but them. Give them more credit for their learning. You're gonna have to make them responsible for some of it. Not all of it, but some of it. Because they're the ones who have to learn and absorb the information. I bring it to you. I bring you your food, you gotta chew it up and eat it. That's what I tell them. This coffee will bring you your lunch, your breakfast, and your dinner, but you have to eat it. And then I explain to them what that means. And they understand. For the most part, everyone understands. Thank you for listening. God bless you. Please like and subscribe to my channel.